Hello, this is JilliBling. How are you today? Today's project is using the stamp set Soft Seedlings. The minute I saw this stamp set, it's very distinctive. I loved it. I still love it. And after working with it, I love it even more. Look at this. A little bit of Wink Stella on there. And then there's this one. Isn't that just beautiful? And this one, which I saw online, Stampin' Beauty made something like this for the front. And I want to do another one like this. This one got a little carried away. Lots of stampin', very pretty. This one's very simple. And then this one is in between. So something like this. Okay, so let's keep these nearby. So Soft Seedlings, Charming Sentiments. This bundle. So it's a stamp set, and imagine being able to cut out every word in here. So on today's project, I'm hoping to use the word hello on the front, and I'm going to fussy cut that. And after you fussy cut something, one time you'll be saying, where's that stamp set, Charming Sentiments, that cuts out everything? Look at all of these. And it has other stuff too. Little birthday candle, all kinds of little extra things. Very fun. And my new favorite, this is Deckled Rectangles, and that is for this right here. Notice that fun shape. And Stylish Shapes, which is for the banner. If you don't want to cut out the words, you could use the banner. So, there we are. So we'll also be using this embossing folder, which is in the mini catalog. It's called Leaf Fall Embossing Folder, page 53, and it's right here at the top. It's kind of a sleeper. You're like, now what is that? But when you see it done, it's a beautiful embossing folder. Genial gems, but each of my samples has a different gem on it. There's no wrong. Any gems you have is just fine. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be using sponge daubers to apply color to the stamp and then stamp it. It's fun. It's nice to add, like, look at all these different colors in here. Right here you probably just see pumpkin pie and Merlot, but there is Cajun in there. This one has a little bit of daffodil. Daffodil, pumpkin, Cajun, and I did that mostly because of the Cajun background. And then this one, sweet sorbet, pumpkin, and daffodil. So I'm going to try to keep it at just three colors. I'm going to try. It's hard to do simple sometimes. Okay, so here's the dies. So this is for the inside. This is Mossy Meadow. I'll do a big one, and then I have 3 white papers. So I'll do 2 of them. This is just a little bit smaller. I'll do 2 like that, and then 1 more big one. And that's for big one, little one, big one, little one. And I'm not going to do the banners, not going to do Charming Sentiments. So here's the pieces done. So, big one, little one, little one. These go inside. This is Mary Merlot. This is my new favorite color. So let's do the leaf and applying the color. This is jumping right in. Jump right in and do the good stuff. So I want to do it similar to this. So here is the stamp. And what color green am I putting in there? I have 2 different greens. I have garden green and Mossy Meadow. I'm doing Mossy. So I'll use this one, definitely Merlot. I want to use the saffron. What other color? Maybe that. Okay, I'm going to try that. Saffron, Sweet Sorbet, Merlot, and Mossy. And just so you know, I had to do this 2 times and the inside twice because I kept forgetting to put the green on. So don't do what I did. Make sure you use the green for green leaves. Okay, does it look like it's getting fun? Okay, if ever you have a new pad, it's really stiff. Pull out your little dedicated to stamp pad candle. Just plain wax. Clear wax, white wax. There, that's better. Makes all the difference. One time somebody was putting chapstick. They're like, oh, that's kind of waxy, that'll do. But it was tinted, and then the side of my stamp pad looked pink forever. Not good. So clear. Okay, so this is going to go just like this. So I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is saffron. I'm going to put it in the middle. And you're probably like, I can't see the color, but if you put it off to the side, you can see a little bit of a shine. And I'll tell you, it's hard when you just do it random because you're like, I don't remember where I put the color, and you just hope you got full coverage. Okay, so that should be good. Next is, this is kind of a stretch going from saffron to sorbet. And I'm going to go like to the midpoint on the leaves, or this is a whole leaf. It's not a petal, on the leaf parts. And then the less ink that's on the dauber, the softer it gets. So that's when I'll try to drift into where I have the So Saffron. Okay, Mary Merlot. This is like just hoping it turns out good. Ooh, that looks a little dark. So I'm just doing it on the tips. That's really dark. I'm going to go back over it because when there's less ink, it's a little bit softer. Okay, and if you want, oh, do the green. Do the green. I almost forgot again. Green, green, green. And that's just one color green. And I got it on the leaf a little bit, but that's okay. So if you want, and I have a little story about this. I'll tell you when I'm doing the next one. You can huff on it, which is taking your warm breath and going right over the top, if you want. Some say that it works and it helps out and gets the ink all activated. Isn't that stunning? That's pretty. Okay, going to do a little bit on the inside before I put it away. How do I get these little dots on there? Okay, so for the inside, I did one stamp and then again. Okay, so I'm going to tell you my story. Before I move on to the next one though, give it just a little bit of a rinse. Okay, so my story is, right when I started stamping, my neighbor, my friend Susanna, some of you might have heard this story before, she came and we were having a party. And I forgot whose house it was at. But she's like, oh my gosh, I love stampin'. And I'm like, I do too. She's like, okay, you have a few sets. Let's make stuff. I'm like, okay. So we got together. And the first technique she learned was just something like this, where you get it inked up with daubers. And you huff on it. And then you stamp it. And I think we were taking markers, Stampin' Write markers, like water-based markers, and doing this where you would color on there, you'd huff it, and you stamp on it. I'm not going to put ink on this. Maybe it'll be a little bit lighter. Ooh, maybe not. But by the end of the day, she's like, okay, it's time to get ready to make dinner, and I'm going to head on home. And we had a good day. It was such a fun day. She goes, but you know, I don't know that I can do Stampin' again. And I was just disappointed to hear that because I thought we had a great day. She says, that huffing on everything, it makes me lightheaded. I'm lightheaded. I'm like, Susanna, you don't have to huff on everything if you don't want to, or you don't have to huff that hard. But even when she was just stamping the sentiment, she thought that she had to huff on that too. She thought you had to huff on everything. I didn't do the green. Oh, and that has a smudgy on it. See, I get to telling stories. I don't think that I could stamp over again. Maybe I'll just put another stamp up here. Okay. Sometimes you have to just make things work. So, moral to the story. You don't have to huff on everything. I can't believe that. And I was warning you, don't do that. Then I go and do it. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to remember the green. Green. I think I just get all excited about doing the leaf. Okay. I'm going to make it happen. I planned that. Okay, so I need another one down here with green. Maybe I'll just do it at the top. But that wouldn't show the green. It's going to show the green. Okay, focus. Saffron. Saffron. As Jackie would say, saffron. She puts a G at the end of it. Saffron. Sweet sorbet. I do like the sweet sorbet in there, though. No more ink on here. This has plenty. Mary Merlot. Mary Merlot is making its mark. Okay, green. Mossy Meadow. It's gonna look good. Okay, I have to make sure to get the green in there somehow. Let it be seen. I don't know. Okay. There's the green. Ooh, look how kind of drifted into here. That's pretty. Kind of fun. So the words, I'll do the words in Merlot. So I had them picked out. So grateful, Merlot. A little bit crooked. For you. Okay. And since I'm at it, I might as well do the words for the front. The hello. Hello. Oh, I could do a few on here. Somebody will appreciate that. Hello. Hello. I probably could have done 3 or 4. Okay, so I think Stampin' is done. Okay. I think this is going to be really pretty in here because of the Merlot, going with the Merlot paper. This is going to be kind of white on white. Well, that's stunning. Oh, and you know, on one of them, see I have the leaves around here? I'm going to do that on the Merlot. So a little bit more stamp, or maybe I could do those. I keep forgetting about this one. I'll do these things. Because it's really cute. Well, because not much is seen, I'm just going to do just this thing. So when you were kids, did you take these things, throwing up in the air and have them like a propeller, like a helicopter, flutter on down, and go gather a whole bunch and do lots of them? We did. Just for a little interest. Okay. Dirty stamps. That almost looks like black on there. But we know it's Merlot. Oh, that looks good. Okay, so let me cut this out. And then we'll do texture. So I want to leave a bit of white on there so it just doesn't get lost in the leaf. Then I think I'll do a linen thread bow. Like this one, I have the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. I have the white Baker's Twine. See, having a die would be much better. Hello. Baker's Twine. I have all these spools that have just or somebody took a snip right out in the middle of it. So I'm going to do a triple, a big triple. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Put some bling on here too. Each one of them have a different bling on it. Oh, the Genial gems. Okay. Maybe this time I could go a little lower. I could go midpoint. Okay, so texture. So the embossing folder right here. So, because it's kind of empty down here, I wonder if I want lots of texture all over it. There. Because the embossing folder, the texture, the leaves are just right through here. This is nothing, and the top corner is nothing. But I want some down here. I want some everywhere. Maybe I could do it at an angle. It has to stay in the folder though. Otherwise I'll get smushed. Okay, just like that. Okay, hold on. Ooh, sounds exciting. Bow texture. So let me see if you could see this. See the texture on it? So take a glue dot, kind of fold it over, put this on here. Today Mama and I, we went out and we did eyelashes. I'm all fancied up for 2 weeks. Usually we go once every 3 weeks, but Mama's got her trip to the Cayman Islands coming up and she wants to be all fancy right before her trip. So we're going in 2 weeks. Okay, so that's there. See, it's kind of tricky where to put this on. I don't know. Maybe under here. Because that could stick to the paper. I don't think anything wants to stick to the linen thread, but I'll try. If necessary, I'll put a drop of glue under there. So there's a little bit showing right there. Go in. Maybe I should have made a half a dimensional, or I could put the linen thread over the top. Yeah, there. Get curvy. Okay, get shorter. Okay, that's looking good. So then, regular dimensionals. Like, how do I get dirty? How do I get stuff all over like that? Especially green. I always forget to use the mossy meadow or garden green. Okay, so that could go on here. Isn't that beautiful? Then this can go on with Stampin' Seal. Right in the middle. And then some gems. That one's pretty. There's a whole lot going on there. Okay, so I'll put 3 gems on here. 1, I don't know, 2, 3. That's pretty. And Stella. So if you don't have Wink of Stella, it's wonderful. First of all, right down here, right when you get it, there's a black little ring. You have to open this up, take off the black ring, and that will make it so it flows. Right here on the side it says push. If you push too hard, you'll get a big old drip and you'll lose probably a quarter of the content in the little chamber. So you want to give it just a little push, which makes the liquid, the sparkly liquid, fall down into here and then into the bristles. When you do Wink of Stella, because this has liquid in it, it kind of reactivates the ink and it almost wants to blend the ink. So I'll show you one where it is done and one where it isn't. Like if I kept doing that, that would become pink, like a combination of Sweet Sorbet and Merry Merlot. So I'm just trying to do it a little bit lightly, but I do like the sparkle. If I kept doing it right here, it would just be nice yellow saffron. But you can also, like sometimes a little bit of the color comes off on here, like almost use it as an aqua painter. Let me do some on the inside, because I like sparkle. One time I squeezed it so hard, I had a big old drip. Not good. Like that's turning a little pink. And I know that's because of Wink of Stella. I hope you could see this. If nothing else, on the pictures, I'll put them on my blog. The pictures, I'll make sure to get a picture with it on there. Okay. Wink of Stella. So the front is done. Now it's just time to attach this. So come October 4th is a promotion. If you have ever thought of being a demonstrator, this is a good time, because for $99 you get to order $155 worth of product, no shipping, and then you're a demonstrator. And being a demonstrator doesn't mean you have to go out and gather groups. You can be your own best customer. And a lot of people do it just for the discount, and you get 20% discount. So if you ever thought about it, let me know. I have a few answers, and it's a good thing. Okay, so there it is. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.